everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Learn English with Podcast. I'm so happy you're here with me today. Are you ready for another fun and engaging story? Today, I'm going to tell you a story that might sound familiar to some of you. It's about losing something really important. Have you ever lost something and spent hours looking for it? Well, I have. And today, I'll tell you the story of the day I lost my keys. Trust me, it's a story you don't want to miss. Let me ask you first, have you ever lost your keys? Or maybe your phone, your wallet, or something else important? It's so frustrating, right? You know you just had it, but suddenly it's gone. Well, that's exactly what happened to me last week. It all started on a normal morning. I had just finished my breakfast and was getting ready to leave the house. I had an important meeting to attend, and I was running a little late. So I grabbed my bag, put on my shoes, and reached for my keys. But my keys weren't there. I checked my pockets. No keys. I checked the table where I usually leave them. No keys. I started to panic a little. You know that feeling, right? When you're sure you've put something in a certain place, but then it's not there. It's like the world is playing a trick on you. Now let me ask you, what would you do in this situation? Do you stay calm, or do you start tearing the house apart like I did? Well, I did the latter. I started looking everywhere. I checked the kitchen, the living room, the bathroom, even the fridge, just in case. Sometimes when you're in a rush, you do silly things, right? But the keys were nowhere to be found. I started thinking, where could they be? Did I leave them in my jacket? Did I drop them outside? I even called my friend who had visited me the day before to see if maybe, somehow, they had accidentally taken my keys. But no luck. The keys were still missing. At this point, I was late for my meeting, and I started feeling a bit desperate. I sat down on the couch thinking, what am I going to do? And then I had an idea. I thought, maybe I left them in my car. So I rushed outside, and guess what? My car was locked. And of course, I couldn't get in because I didn't have my keys. That's when I started to laugh. Sometimes when things go wrong, all you can do is laugh. It's funny how something as small as a set of keys can cause so much trouble. So there I was, standing outside my house, laughing to myself like a crazy person. I'm sure my neighbors were wondering what was going on. But the story doesn't end there. I went back inside and decided to take a deep breath and think. Maybe I had overlooked something. Maybe the keys were in a place I hadn't thought to check. So I sat down and thought about everything I had done that morning. And then suddenly I remembered. The night before, I had taken out the trash. I had been wearing a different jacket, and I had put the keys in the pocket of that jacket. I jumped up, ran to the closet, and there they were. The keys were sitting in the pocket of my old jacket, just waiting for me to find them. I couldn't believe it. All that stress, all that panic, and the keys had been there the whole time. I laughed again, but this time it was a laugh of relief. So in the end, I missed my meeting, but I learned an important lesson. Always put your keys in the same place and never, ever panic too quickly. Sometimes the thing you're looking for is right under your nose. Now let me ask you, have you ever lost something important? Maybe your keys, your phone, or even your glasses? How did you feel when you couldn't find it? And where did you finally find it? I bet some of you have funny or strange stories to share. I've noticed that people often find things in the weirdest places. Like one time, I lost my glasses and spent 20 minutes searching for them, only to realize they were on my head the whole time. Has that ever happened to you? It's funny how our brains work. When we're in a hurry or stressed, we forget the most obvious things, like, how could I forget that I put my keys in my jacket pocket? But it happens to all of us, doesn't it? All right, everyone, that's my story for today. I hope it made you smile and maybe even helped you learn a few new words. Remember, the next time you lose something, don't panic. Take a deep breath, think about where you last had it, and check the obvious places first, like your pocket.